some stuff out of my way. All right, we're just gonna get this. Hold on. We gotta get all the particulars. Let's see, let's turn volume down before we even venture over to the page. How are y'all tonight? Let's see. Okay. Ash, don't tell me we're fuzzy. Don't tell me we're fuzzy. Hopefully we're not. I'm hoping I'm not too far out of range for my Wi-Fi. Okay. Do 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 do. No, we've got plenty of bars. We're good. I think it's just all the children's on Wi-Fi and on the server now that they're being quarantined. How are y'all tonight? Okay, so my feed just froze. We'll keep going, it'll record. So tonight, I figured we would paint something fun. Y'all seen this yet? I'm not done with mine, but there's a challenge going on, and I accepted the challenge. I'll move that out of the way though. Okay, so tonight, y'all like the glitter? Have y'all seen the glitter? I'm so excited. I have been wanting a glitter wall forever. This is close. It's not an actual wall. I built it. Let's see if I can get my comments to where I'm not looking too far away. So tonight we're not going to paint a door hanger. We're going to paint something a little more, it's not practical for everybody else, but it's pretty practical for me. I've been needing one for a while. We are going to paint it's a DIY, like it's a dollar store DIY, a Dollar Tree, but it's something that I like just popped in my head as I saw it. I've seen these things for years and I'm like, I'm going to find a way to use that one day. And then I never have. I mean, for sure I thought I was going to use it with my summer homeschool with my son, because every summer I would do like a little minor, nothing big, but we would try to keep him in the routine of his brain constantly learning something every day. Hey Mary, what's up? But I never did, like, I could never find a way to use these practically to actually buy one. And then now that he's 12 and totally doesn't need this, I finally find a way to use it, but it has nothing to do with homeschooling my kid during the summer. So it's the little paddle that you get at the Dollar Tree. That's supposed to be for, you know, it's in the teacher section. So I was like, I finally found a way. I'm hoping this works because it's a dry erase surface and I'm about to paint on it. I don't know how this is going to go down. So we're just going to get rid of that. So we're going to paint on this and I'm going to stencil, because y'all know I make the stencils for my parties. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to leave the majority of it white and not base coat it. We're just going to roll on with the actual dry erase. We're not going to try and base coat it with white paint, because the colors that we're using are pastel and they need a white base anyways. And seeing as this is white, no base coat needed. So we're using my two favorite colors, because they're purple, and purple's my favorite color. And my two favorite paints are DecoArt colors, Purple Rain and Purple Cow. One, because that one makes me laugh, and two, you can't look at that in the store and not start singing Prince. So we're gonna start painting. I gotta get a new plate because I threw my other one away because my daughter destroyed it. So we're gonna get started. This one's gonna be super easy. I did this on a door hanger a couple weeks ago that I finally mailed out a couple days ago, and it got really good feedback as far as the technique I used. So I'm gonna do it on this too because I ended up loving it. So we're gonna do Purple Cow, Purple Rain, a little Apple Barrel, Key West. I'm just loading up my tray because we're randomly gonna be working with these. gonna do this real quick. We're gonna do a pastel yellow. It's a buttercream. Banana cream, not buttercream. Banana cream. It's my favorite yellow. It covers in one coat. You do not have to fight with it. Okay. And then lime, light lime. All deco art except for the Key West, because Key West is just Key West. You can't get any better than the Key West. All right, so all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your polka dot pouncers and you're just gonna load it up and then pounce the majority of it off. So I barely have, that looks like it's completely saturated. All I did was I pounced it in there once and then pounced most of it off on the blank plate. And I'm just going to, let's see if I can get this to where you can angle it down just a little bit. Boom. Okay. So I'm just gonna randomly place dots. Like there's no rhyme or reason. And I'm probably going to have to re-dip my paint periodically. To get the best results, I probably am gonna need to blow dry, but I'm gonna try and avoid that tonight. Because blow drying doesn't bother me when I'm watching a live, but it bothers me when I'm doing one. And I'm pretty sure all of us are like that. We hate the blow dryer if we're having, we think we're annoying everybody. And honestly, I don't think we are. Because whenever I watch a live and someone uses the blow dryer, not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna try and avoid it, but if I can't, hey Scott, what's up? We're just painting. Like I'm literally just, I needed some social interaction. The kids are in bed. I am not treating this like it's summer vacation because it is not. They all still have school routines. I am homeschooling my chivins. And because Ray was getting ready for preschool and Hayden still had half of 6th grade left. So we are still doing that. We just picked a book to read at home. And we started that yesterday. Monday and Tuesday, we got our game plan together because over the weekend, I did not let that child know that school was not going to be back in session. As far as like having to go to school, I did know that we were going to attempt the homeschooling thing as far as like coordinating with his teachers and getting all that whatnot put together. I just didn't know what that was going to look like because he has some pretty unconventional classes. So, and I'm not a teacher. Missed your videos? Well, hopefully you won't miss them too long because I'm going to tell myself, I'm going to just set the precedence for myself. I'm going to just tell myself I have to do at least one a week. I mean, if I do more than that, it'll be bonus because my thing is I love doing them, but getting my butt into gear to actually do it is the pain. Like trying to tell myself, oh, okay, let's go outside, let's do it. Now that I have a dedicated space, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. Okay, so here's where I'm having an issue. I don't know. No, I'm not. Take it back. I remember what I was doing. I poured one too many colors. I didn't mean to pour that dark purple. Hey Megan, what are you doing tonight? You're not painting tonight? What are you doing? You should be out here doing a live. What are you up to? Do you ever get set up in your boutique? I remember you were telling me at the live event that you had a boutique that was wanting you to come and set up. Did you ever get that going? Hey Tammy, what's up? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, okay? I have my glasses out here, so I'm having to get really close to my screen down here to see the little bitty print. See if it'll, oh, it's not that bad. We'll just wear glasses. I thought the light was gonna be way too bright for the, no, not bad at all. Just haven't been busy cleaning the yard today. We did that. I cleaned the garage Sunday. And we watched church on TV as a family because, you know, they canceled all of the in-person activities. But we watched church as a family on Sunday, and then my husband decided to mow the yard, and that made me feel like, well, crap, now I got to do something. because you just literally knocked out this huge task that we should have done together. And so I said I was going to clean a little bit in the garage. And then, you know, those moments where you're just like, you gain momentum and you're like, okay, I got it. I'm like, I can actually knock all of it. And you just can't stop. That was me Sunday. It was just one of those, don't bother me. Don't get in my way. Just let me be. And I ended up finishing it. And then I ended up getting all of this set up, which was nice because this has been on my to-do list for a while. So, yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense. Well, that gives you more time to prep for it. That's exciting. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see your setup. And guys, I'm really sorry about any kind of blurriness on the video. I did not plan. Usually I have a great reception, but I think with everybody having a little bit of cabin fever, it might be compromising the reception. So all I'm doing is I'm just polka dotting randomly 4 different colors. Kids and I are going to do a live tomorrow and teach how to do a craft for kids that are home. Aww. What time are you gonna do it? I'll make sure to be on. Yeah, I plan to do a couple with kids. I just haven't decided if, one, I'm going to incorporate my kids in the video because I have a preteen and he loves the video, but you can't predict what he's going to say. And he's at a point where he could literally, anything could come out of his mouth, and it could be on any end of the spectrum as far as like, I'm in a good mood, I'm in a bad mood, I'm being passive aggressive, I'm being overly affectionate. Like, he's going through all those hormones where both of us feel like we're going through puberty. Like, it's the worst, best, most unique experience that a parent goes through, I think. Like, it's unlike any other, like the toddler phase, the terrible twos, that's a phase. Like, this is literally a phase in his life that we're going through. And I'm like, God bless my mother who had 2 girls and she went through this. Like, boys are easy. Like, I will admit, it's not hard. He is not a hard kid. Like, he is easy. And really, he is just, it's just those pulls. His body gets pulled in all these directions and he doesn't know. Like, it's like, what do I do with my hands? Kind of moments. Like, what, like, it's those awkward, like when you're 13 and everything's super awkward. He's hitting that, and it's hard watching him, but you have to let him do it, because that's how we learned. About 1:30. Okay, well then I'll make sure to be on. I should be home. Should be. Okay, so we're just randomly putting polka dots all over this. There is no rhyme or reason. There's no actual pattern. I'm just trying to fill in the white spots and not get like a purple too close to another purple. Which means, let's go back to purple because we haven't messed with the purple in a little bit. It's okay if there's 2 of the same color side by side. You just don't want to put 3 or 4 side by side, and you'll eventually come back and overlap a bunch of them. But we're just randomly, if you've ever heard of the term bokeh, it is a, all my little daughters. It is a photography term. We all have seen it. You probably just didn't know it had a name. But you know, whenever you see a picture and it has all those little blurred out, like blobs that look like light, or in the background it's all blurred out but everything in the front is sharply focused, that's bokeh. And bokeh usually has a bunch of little colored dots that are actually light that's been forced out of focus. Don't ask me how I know that. Somehow I know that. It's up here. There's random things up here. And I just so happen to get to share them with the world, whether they're right or not. If I'm not right, just let me think I am. It makes me feel smart. All right, so I think we're getting very close. After we get these dots on, we're going to blow dry it for just like half a second. I hate the blow dryer. You could blow dry on it live all day long, but like I was saying earlier, it is like nails on a chalkboard when I have to do it. I feel like I'm annoying the world. But I guess I could give you a warning and you can just mute if it bothers you as much as it bothers me sometimes. Okay, we're getting really close. So, is everybody surviving the corona epidemic? I don't know if I like for people. One more during the week. Paint sign Thursday. I started putting kids. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, I thought about doing kids kits, but then it was like squirrel. Like I thought about it. I seen everybody else putting them on there, and I got distracted, honestly, by the idea of this. I have picked this up at the Dollar Tree the other day while I was trying to get a few things for the kids while they were going to be home unexpectedly. Trying to just stock up on a few supplies while I had the opportunity. And I got really excited. I was like, I can't wait to do a live. I've been trying to do this live for 3 nights. It just wasn't in the cards for me the last couple nights. We have a toddler and she is not. The night it thunderstormed, it wasn't a good night because all of a sudden now she's afraid of thunder. I think she's more afraid of the dog barking at the thunder because he gets a very boisterous bark. It's a very deep, growly bark, and that's not his normal bark, and I don't think she's used to it. And I think it scared her a little bit because she's not used to her puppy, who's a German Shepherd, getting that commanding with his voice. Let's see, we're gonna go yellow. No, we're gonna go purple. Okay, almost there, guys. Almost there. There's like just a few little spots that have white, and I'm trying to make sure they're all covered. All right, I think all the white is covered. Nope, 2 more spots. I keep finding spots. All right. Okay, and let's do this color. Okay, literally see no more spots. So I've got my line for the corona. I'm starting to pour kids party church group and going to hopefully post them tomorrow. I booked 3 events before the announcement of the coronavirus being prevalent in our area, and like I haven't talked to the facilities. Pretty sure they're going to want to postpone. They're all in April though. I didn't book anything in March. They're all in April, so I figured since all of that might get canceled, postponed, and the 2 parties I had lined up in person for the next few weeks, I went ahead, one contacted me and said, hey, this weekend let's just reschedule. I went ahead after that one and contacted the other one and said, let's just, it's probably in the best interest. They're probably going to intensify all of the protocols, so let's just notify your people and not annoy them last minute. And we postponed. But I really wanted to paint. I really wanted to hang out with people. So I'm just let's do a paint party online. Like, if we can't meet in person, let's hang out online. So I threw together a paint party online. It's a virtual paint party. And hold on, a little bit longer. And I have my template cut out. I want to show y'all. I'm so excited. It's so cute. I've had this one designed for a little while, but I just didn't know how I was going to go about doing it. I posted it one way on my page, and then I realized if I simplify the design down a little bit, that could be a really good paint party for anybody, like a beginner or someone who sells door hangers. Let me show you while this is drying. here's the template. Isn't it cute? So there's flowers, and there's 2 different types of leaves. So those are like lemon leaves, and those are the leaves of the flowers. And there's the lemon. I accidentally, and then okay, so there's 2 different sizes. There's the door hanger size, and then there's the canvas size for a 16 by 20 canvas, which is kind of the standard canvas if you go to an in-person paint party for canvases. That's about the size that you're going to paint. They have some odd sizes too, like the tall, skinny ones, but this is specifically for like your standard 20 by 16 or 16 by 20. Let's see. So that's the template. So whenever you join the group, all you have to do, if you want to do the virtual paint party, it's going to be on Tuesday. Because Mama's ready to paint and have some fun. It's gonna be Tuesday later in the afternoon around 7:30. There is a group set up specifically for the paint party, and you get to choose. Now, this is the only paint party where I'm not gonna offer blank cutouts, and that's only because I'm doing it Tuesday, and there's no way I could ship anything if anybody needed anything shipped and it make it to you, especially with things being slowed down with the coronavirus. But for future paint parties, I will offer blanks. Like, I'll offer for you to be able to purchase a blank so you don't have to cut out your own wood. But if you have the capability of cutting out wood, there's a door hanger template that you can print out. It's free. Just go join the group. If you don't want to do the paint party and you just want the template, go join the group and steal the template. Don't care. Put it out there for free. And then if you're not capable at this moment because you're just a little intimidated by the jigsaw, which you shouldn't be because it's super, super exciting and super empowering to cut out your own door hanger, there's the template for canvas, 16 by 20 canvas. So all you have to do is swing by your local craft store. Michael's, Walmart has this size. Go grab you a 16 by 20, trace this out, and transfer it onto your canvas. So all you do, what you do is when you go to the group, the files will be in there, and it'll be like this. It'll just be, you print out, and it'll print out on separate sheets of paper. You piece it together like a puzzle and cut around the lines, just like in elementary school. You just have to pick out which size. One is called DH, that's door hanger, and the other one is blatantly canvas. Like it says the word canvas out, so you'll be able to tell the difference. Let's see. Hold on one second. So I'm just letting this dry a little bit. I didn't want to run, it only needs a couple more minutes to dry. I didn't want to run the blow dryer much longer. But it was driving me nuts. So yeah, there's a virtual paint party coming up on Tuesday. Free templates for, like I said, door hanger size, and I believe this is a 22 by 17. 22 on its longest side, 17 on the short side. And then this is gonna fit inside of a 16 by 20 canvas. So you just pick your size, print it out, piece it together, cut around the edges, and transfer to your choice of medium. Like I said, this is the only paint party where I will not offer a blank cutout. And like I said, it's only because I cannot ship it fast enough, and I don't think it's fair to the ones that would require shipping to not be able to paint with us in real time. The next paint party that I do, I will make sure that I post it in advance, so the ones that would require shipping, I can ship it in time for them to be able to participate in real time with us during the live. So there's that. Let's see. Okay. So I think this is dry enough. So if you're just not hopping on, I'm painting, it's not a door hanger. Not tonight. This is something I've been wanting to paint for a little while now. So all we did is I did a bokeh-like finish on this paddle. This is one of the paddles that you get from the Dollar Tree. It's in the teacher section, and it's intended for children to write their answer, kind of like a raise your paddle type game. And I've always wanted to use one, but I had no clue how to ever use it. And now that my son's too old to care to use one of these. He's 12. I'm like, I can't believe I finally found an application for this, and it has nothing to do with teaching my child. And my daughter's 2, so she's not quite ready for this yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so we're waiting for that to dry. Hey, Roxana, what's up? Hey, Leanne, how are you doing? Let's see. Candace is on. She's not saying hi. I'm gonna call her out though. Cool zebra apron, isn't it? I love it. I love it. Did you see the glitter? It makes me happy. Y'all, it doesn't even do it justice. This is holographic glitter. So in real life, there's like a rainbow behind me, and it makes me very upset that you can't see the rainbow. But this garland will change out periodically, so you'll at least get different pops of color. That's just my spring garland. And I do provide garland templates, so if you like it, you can definitely purchase the template. And paint one for yourself. Leanne, you're up late? Oh, you're ahead of me. Yeah, it's only like, what, 9 o'clock here? It's like a little after 9. Okay, so this should be not quite dry. We're gonna blow dry for like 2 seconds. Love your glasses in my hair. Thank you. They're my splatter paint glasses. I love them. They make me feel extra artsy. So we won't be on long because we're almost done. But I wanted, since I had to paint it anyway, I was like, why not hop on and spend some time with y'all to kind of explain the process of a virtual paint party. Seeing as we're not allowed to be in the room together and have a real paint party, let's do a virtual one. So I'm offering a free one so you can kind of get a taste of what a virtual paint party is. And like I said earlier, this is the design. It's a lemon with flowers and leaves and the word hello. And this is the template itself. So if you're worried about hand lettering, you don't. You can just trace this and you get perfect lettering every time. And if you don't have access to a wood cutout or able to cut out your wood yet, because eventually, I promise you, you will attempt it, then I offer a canvas size version. So all you need is a 16 by 20 canvas and you just trace it on there and we're ready to go as well. And I'll give you instructions on both in the paint party. The only difference in a canvas paint party and a door hanger paint party is that in a canvas paint party, you have to paint your background, and on a door hanger paint party, you have to paint your base coat. So we will all be on the same track at the same time. Nobody will be left behind. And if you ever have to step away or you can't do it in real time with us, the video is recorded and will be available to you indefinitely. You will have access to that particular video until the end of Facebook time. As long as Mark Zuckerberg feels like we're worthy of having a Facebook. Okay, so, okay, for the paint party. Well, I missed some comments, didn't I? Love your glasses, thank you. Let's see, hey, Rara. Comment the link below, please. Okay, as soon as I'm done, because it won't let me comment a link in the video as it's live, but when I get done, I will comment a link to the group as soon as the video ends. Promise. And if I don't, Megan, call me out and let me know. I will forget. Love the canvas option. Well, thanks, Leanne. I'm not really a canvas painter, to be honest about that, but you remember this little cutie, don't you? That we painted at the event. This kind of changed my world. I used to go to a particular brick and mortar place that does canvas painting. I used to be a habitual, like a frequent flyer there. And I used to go by myself all the time. Like I didn't have to have a friend to go with me. But it was always more fun with a friend. But I would just go by myself. But this changed me. I was like, I remember seeing this design on Facebook. I'm like, that's too kiddie. Like I wouldn't have fun doing that. I had a blast doing this with all of y'all. So it kind of changed my outlook on canvas painting again. So we're gonna dabble with it a little bit. When I do virtual paint parties, I think I will always offer the option of door hanger and canvas. That way anybody who wants to do it, but the cost of getting the party plus buying a door hanger, if that's kind of shying them away, I want them to know that they can still paint and have fun and not have to break the bank doing it. let's see, for the paint party. Got you, boo. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna truck on with this. I think we're at a point where we can do it. Let me go around my table and get the one supply I forgot to grab. It's in the front of my table somewhere. There it is. I know I have a package open somewhere. I'm gonna find it as soon as we finish here. I have an entire container of these somewhere because I spent a good portion of my coffee time yesterday breaking them apart. Let's see. Great idea. Right? I thought it was, and it was literally a last second idea as I was uploading the group. I was like, oh, you know what? Let's just throw in the extra option of a canvas size. 16 by 20 is an easy generic size that you can find in pretty much any store, including Walmart. Okay, so we've got our paddle. Splotchy, if I'm gonna get it a little closer. See, nothing's perfect. Everything's covered though. There's no white. Actually, I'm lying. There's a little white right there. But you're not gonna know it. And I can touch that up later. I can move on to the next step. What we're gonna do is I have made a stencil that says sharing is caring. And there's a little word on Facebook that Mark Zuckerberg hates for us to use, and I don't know why. And I am not happy about it because it's kind of ridiculous. But he doesn't like the word share. The thing that we try to teach all of our children to do, apparently we're not supposed to do it as adults anymore. So I had to find a creative way around it. So instead of saying it, I decided I was just gonna have my paddle that we made together as friends. And I thought it was cute. So I think I'm gonna do something on this side and something completely different on this side. So this might be another project that we do another night, but we're gonna finish this one tonight. So we got sharing is caring. I made this stencil. This is how I usually do my paint parties. So if you come to one of my paint parties and the options for your paint, because I normally offer 3 or 4 options for your particular paint party. If, hey neighbor, hey Miss Brenda. If you come to one of my paint parties and you're really intimidated by the lettering and you think that when you get there you're gonna ask me to do it, guess what? I'm kind of intimidated by it too. I can do it as long as I'm here with nobody else around me, not watching me. Even my children, I have to say go away for 5 minutes because my son loves to watch me hand letter, and I'm not the greatest at it. I'm still learning, but he loves to watch, and I'm like, you have got to go. You're making me nervous. So I have decided that I'm just going to, as much as it makes me nervous, and I do this all day, every day, it's got to make people who this is their very first time, or they only do it a few times a year. This isn't a skill set that they have that's just in their back pocket that they can whip out. And it, you know, when you pay this much to have fun, you kind of, it's an added bonus if you end with something that's like you're willing to put on your door, you're willing to put on your wall. So I make it that much easier. I don't like vinyl. I'm going to be completely honest. Vinyl and I have an absolute aversion to each other. Can't stand it. I don't mind a vinyl t-shirt as long as someone else does it. Don't ask me to vinyl. Hate it. I did it for a friend once. Hate it. Thought I could just get over it because I love that friend. I'm like, don't ask me to do it again. So Facebook is always talking about how they want everyone to use the Facebook to connect. But how can we connect without, I know, Shannon, right? It's catch-22. Okay. Other side idea. Bless your heart. Oh, and I want to be shady. I could be like, good job, Michael. Good job. I don't know if I could do that, though. That's kind of rude. Kind of rude. Hey, Brittany. Hey, cuz. Okay, so we've been talking long enough. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place this on my paddle. It does not have to be 100% straight because who's breaking out a ruler on my paddle? Honestly, have you ever... Other than when a picture is crooked, have you ever noticed that something's like not a perfectly center or not perfectly straight? I mean, you can if it's completely wonky, but if it's just like a hairline off, you're just glancing at stuff. You're not sitting out breaking it all with a ruler. So I'm just pouncing the stencil, and I do use a turntable. So instead of trying to maneuver my hand around everything, I'm just turning the turntable. So I'm just pouncing. It's going to take just a minute, but once we're done, we're done. This is literally the last step, other than filling in the little bridges of the letters. Good night, girl. It's almost 11 here. Ooh, girl. I would have already been in bed. Like, this is pushing my bedtime right now. As tired as this mama is. We picked a book for my son to read as his reading class. And I tried going along the lines of, you know, he'll be in 7th grade next year. So I was like, well, let's just pick a 7th grade book and be ahead of the game. And I'm a pretty versed reader. Like, I read a lot. And I listen to audiobooks a lot. Like, usually when I'm painting by myself, I have my headphones on and I'm either listening to music or I'm listening to an audiobook, because I can't watch something and paint at the same time. Because I get distracted and I'll just stop and I'm just watching at that point. So I can't tempt myself with a TV show, or can't even be something I've watched a million times. I'll still stop and watch like I've never watched it before. So I read a lot of books that are for his age group, because I just assume one day he's going to read it, and I kind of want to be able to have a conversation with him about it, because, you know, he's getting to an age where conversations are going to get kind of specific. How's your day? Good. I remember being a teenager, and I was a good teenager. Like, I remember when my mom or my dad would be like, so, what you do at school today? Learn. I'm sorry, did I offend you? Like, it was like, I just remember that kind of part of the relationship. The next few years are probably going to be a little on the where do I stand kind of moment. So I've read a lot of books. Nuh-uh. Hey, thank you. You should be in bed. Like I said, we're still on school time. Just because it is coronavirus epidemic does not mean that you don't get to stay on a schedule. We still do school. Like, we still homeschool, so there's got to be some kind of routine. I see kids out in the street at night, and I'm like, it is hot summer, people. Like, there's a virus floating around in the air. It's airborne. Go home. So, I'm one of those moms. I'm like, y'all, street lights are on. Y'all should have been inside a while ago. What was I talking about? Gosh, I lost track. That's a great idea for school. I'm painting this weekend. That's a great idea. I'm painting. What are you painting this weekend? I'm jealous. You didn't invite me. That's my aunt. I didn't get invited. I am preparing for some company. So, not company in my house, but I don't know if that company is still going to be here or not, but the original plan was there was supposed to be some company coming into town, and while my child was supposed to be in school, I had my whole days planned, as far as, you know, trying to work myself around that company. But I don't know with the current situation if that company's still coming. I'm pretty sure they'll let me know. Let's see. Are y'all ready? Because we're done. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up. This is what we got so far. You really can't tell what's going on, right? Sharing is caring. Bam! I love a stencil. Sharing is caring. So now, so you see that right there in the A, there's a little negative space. Because with things like A's and E's and O's and some S's that loop around all the way, that's just going to fall slap out, and you're not going to have a full letter. So I have to make a bridge to connect all of that, so the person who's using the stencil isn't sitting there trying to manipulate the stencil to make it work for them. So we're just gonna take this one. I love this is my stencil liner. I love it. It's like the perfect width for any size stencil for those bridges. I'm gonna be at Dollar Tree and copying you. Oh, for your kiddos? That'll be a good idea. I can't wait to see what you end up applying it to. Like what it's gonna say. And if you need stencils, let me know. I can make you a couple stencils. I don't mind making some stencils for the babies. Let's see. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm just filling in where that negative space is, where all of the little bridges connect the dots. It's like a good grown-up game of connect the dots. And I have found with the bridges, you can't just connect the bridges. You really have to, it really works best if you start at the beginning of that entire line and work all the way through. Because if you just try to fill in the bridge itself, you can tell. You can tell. All right, almost done with sharing. See, that didn't take long at all. It took me longer to set up than it did for me to actually paint this. All right, now there's one in the word is, and we're done already. The A in caring, and the R and G, and then that's it. If you can hear my water heater, I'm sorry. It's pretty loud. We've got the dishwasher, the washing machine, and I think my husband's taking a shower right now. There's a lot of stuff getting cleaned in my house, and at the moment, you can tell I'm not the one cleaning it. Did you use your low forge to make your stencils, Roxana? You know I did. I use cardstock. I do have stencil material that if it's something like a print that I know I'm going to use multiple times at a paint party or throughout door hanger construction, then I'll go ahead and make it on stencil material. But if it's something specific, like a specific size for a specific one-time project, then I just make one on cardstock. Lord knows I've got plenty of it because I used to be a scrapbooker. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So there's my sharing is caring. It's probably backwards for you. Hold on, let me see in the replay. Facebook should have, nope, it's still backwards. So sharing is caring. I wish I knew how to flip that around. One of these days, someone's gonna teach me how to do that because I think we got that button back. So if anybody's on here that knows how to do that, would you message me? Because about the time I started doing lives, they took that button away. So I never had the option to ever really flip it around. So sharing is caring. And I'm gonna find somewhere where I can just kind of place it. I thought about putting it in my bin of paintbrushes, but it sits way over there and you'll never see it. See? Look how cute. Look how cute that is. Look at that. Guys, look. I'm kind of proud of myself. I literally walked through Dollar Tree and was like, that'd be cool. Just tooting my own horn a little bit. Kind of proud of myself. What font is this? I know you've told me this before and I can't remember. You know I'm a font hoarder. Shayna, I'll look in my program because I still have this stencil saved. I promise you the font is probably still attached to it. So sometimes when I make a stencil, the font goes away because I have to do a certain thing to the stencil to make it a stencil. So I think though I still have it attached to the stencil. I'll message you with it. But it's one of my favorites. I know I use this one all the time. I should know the name of it. Don't know. I just know where it is in the list. I know it's like under the one, like the three that I'm like, oh, those are cute, but I never have anything to use them on. They're like specific that you're like, they're like Halloween fonts. And I'm like, I'm never going to use those. It's underneath my Halloween font. Let me put it that way. Okay, that is so cute. I use cereal box to make my stencil. Oh, that's smart. That's good sturdy material. Yeah, mine's not that thick. It's not like cereal box thick. It's probably half as thick as that. Yeah, it's like, it's pretty. It's regular cardstock that you get on the open shelves at Hobby Lobby. What fun is that? So cute. Thank you. You're so creative. I try so you can try. Lemonade something maybe? Maybe. Because I know I have two that are like lemonade, and lime. There's one that's lime and I love it, and I still haven't been able to use it. They all have those like citrusy. There's a lot with citrusy names. But I'll definitely as soon as I get off of here, and I attach the link for the virtual paint party, which, let me reiterate that it's a free virtual paint party. Let me emphasize the word free, because Mama's not trying to make any money off of this. I literally just want to hang out with someone and have like some girl time. So you have your door hanger size, which compared to me, it's about Erica's size. And then you have canvas size, which isn't a lot smaller, but it will fit in a 16 by 20 canvas, which is your standard paint party canvas size. Free paint party. You are offered both templates. You just pick the one you want, tape it together, cut it out, and then you cut out your own door hanger. This time. Next time I promise to offer the option of purchasing a wooden blank shipped or local pickup. It's just, I can't do all of that before Tuesday and then offer the paint party at my 100%. You know, like me being the 100% Erica. I'll be exhausted. And you won't have your door hanger if I have to ship it, because it'll take longer than 2 days to get to you. And by the time I get it all cut out, boxed up, and to a post office, it'll be Monday, and then you won't have it by Tuesday. So now I'll feel bad, and then we'll all feel bad, and then we'll all cry together, and it'll just be a thing, and then, you know, the awkward moment after that. So, but if you can't do the door hanger this time, just do the canvas. Run to Walmart, run to Michael's, run to Hobby Lobby. Joann's is having curbside pickup, so you can order it online and get curbside pickup, which I think is super cool. Just a 16 by 20. That's it. Use your coupon. Do not pay full price. Best friends, don't let best friends pay full price. All those stores except for Walmart have coupons, so try the other stores first. Curbside pickup, and then Walmart if worst case scenario. Hey Karen. Hey Aunt Moni. Loving the lemon designs. Hey, isn't it cute? So let me show y'all the color version before we hop off. And then, let's see. It's right here, and then it's right here. Here it is. This is what it looks like painted. And like I said, this is what it would look like as a door hanger. The only difference for a canvas is you get to pick your background color. We don't get to pick our background color for door hangers because there is no background. So we will all be on the same page, same time. No matter which, you get instruction for both at the exact same time, and we will all be on the same time frame and finish at the same time. Because while we're painting our base coat on the door hanger, you're painting your background on the canvas. And then everything else is the same from there on out. Trying to think if there's anything else you need to know before signing up. The link for the group will be in the comments after I sign off. And then also, if you can't find it in the comments because it's probably placed somewhere knee deep in the comments, go to my Facebook page. You're on it right now, where the live is. And there should be a link to it right there somewhere near the top of it should be in the announcement section up at the top. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Share the file with me so I can cut it. Yes, ma'am. And if you have a laser, let me know and I'll send you the file for it so you can cut it out. No big deal. How do we get the template? Okay, so to get the template, there's a Facebook. I created a group for the party itself. In that group where we will host the party, are files. You go under the files section, or you can find it somewhere in the newsfeed, but eventually that newsfeed's going to get bogged down and you won't be able to scroll and find it readily. So, but I also have it pinned in the files section. So all you have to do is hit the files and you pick either your canvas, and it says canvas in the name, so you know this specifically is the canvas size, or the one that says DH, which is door hanger. You just pick the one you want. It'll print off. I think this one was 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces of paper. This one was 5. And you just edge to edge, tape it together, and then cut around. And then there you go. Trace it on wood. If you're doing a door hanger, cut it out with a jigsaw. Trace it on your canvas and get ready to paint. Easy as that. If you have a hard time thinking that you can do the flowers free-handed, cut out 2 and cut the flowers out of the second one. And that way you have a template for the entire design so you can put on your canvas. And then once we get to the flower section, you already have a template for your flowers. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sorry. That's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, you can message me or you can leave them in the comments here. I'll be in the comments periodically answering questions. And I'll also be over in the group. So if you have any questions and you've already joined the group, just post them there. If you have the question, most likely someone else has a question too. So I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget to do that right there for this video so we can invite more friends to the paint party as well. And we can have a huge lemony Facebook feed to kind of chill out this coronavirus chit chat, because I'm about over hearing about it. I'm all about preventative care and all about keeping all of us safe, but I think we've talked it to death, and I think that we all need to just have a little fun. Like, even though we can't have fun together in person, we can have fun in the few ways that we can while we're going through all of this. So get your template, get your canvas, get your wood, and let's all meet over in the group on March 24th at 7:30 p.m. Bye.